Coach, the baseball regular season is wrapping up across the parking lot, but football season in full swing now at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. The scene just a few moments ago, predictably loud and raucous here at Arrowhead as their beloved Chiefs took field, and they are set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. Two weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Boston Scott, his first carry, takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, it's Scott. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
You can't block me.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. When plays break down, that's normally when Mahomes is at his best throwing the football, but as we saw, he can run it too. Last year, 60 carries, 272 yards. Great elusiveness and speed, and the Chiefs obviously don't want him to be a running quarterback, but if he sees an angle like he did there, any opening, he has the ability to take it and run. They'll run on first down. Scott, and an alley to run. 20. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
Now Scott. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. 4 yards on the pickup. It'll be second down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Now on 2nd and 16. Mahomes got an open man. It's Scott. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
That's a gain of 6.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
49, guys. Mike, 49.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. He's coming off a 3-interception performance last week, so certainly not how he wanted to start here.
Not at all, but this is where a quarterback gets tested. This is where we find out what he has underneath that jersey, because he had a bad game last week. Can he shake off a bad start to this one and start to perform at the level he expects?
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by the defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
Hey, pick your game up. 53's the mark. 53. Check 53. Check.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. Well, Snead figures to be an important veteran presence for Lamar Jackson. 2 years ago, it was a disappointing 2017 for Snead. That was in New Orleans. But then had a bit of a bounce-back campaign a season ago in his first go-around with Baltimore. 62 catches, 650 yards. Did have surgery in the offseason on his left index finger, but back to full health and ready to go. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson to Michelle on the screen. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 24-yard line.
53. Check the backer. Check 9. Check safety.
Now a first down carry. It's Michelle. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Sony Michel, his first touchdown of the new season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0.
Chiefs, nothing.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll run with Scott. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And this is caught by Watkins. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Mahomes to the former Rams, Sammy Watkins, for the Kansas City first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On the carry, this is Scott. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Ravens 7, Chiefs nothing. Slam. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
On 2nd down now, it's Scott. A sizable gain there, 9 yards as they get it back to a 3rd and 5.
on a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mahomes flush to his right. Now he'll pull it down. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Mahomes can sling it, but the feet are nimble too as he scrambles for a first down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
The tackle made by the corner, Jimmy Smith.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
From the 31, Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 23 yards on the play.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Defense. Let's go, defense. Here we go. Check now. 57 color, 57 color. Alert 3.
They'll try to run this one in. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make it 3rd and goal.
Right there, 56. It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time.
On 3rd down, Scott. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal. Kelsey out in the slot right. KC last year on 4th down, 12 of 15, 3rd best in the league, and they're going again. Mahomes throwing on 4th. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Anthony Hitchens, second in the AFC in tackles last year, there to bring him down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On 2nd and 9, Jackson got a man. It's Brown. And I think we've got a hold here. It's a 5-yard pickup for the moment. Let's see what our referee says. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Out of the gun, they give to Ingram. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
Following the penalty, Michel. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Now on 2nd and 13. Jackson finding some room at midfield. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 41-yard line. Nice throw there by Jackson. You think about what a boost he gave Baltimore the middle of last year, led them to victories in 6 of their last 7 games as a starter, replacing Joe Flacco, who had the hip issue. And that strong finish was good enough for the Ravens to capture their first AFC North crown since 2012. And now Jackson's a known commodity. He's the unquestioned starter, and with increased expectations and pressure on the former Heisman Trophy winner.
59. Mike 5-9, Mike 5-9.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again, escaping the pressure right. He'll try and run it. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Now Justin Tucker. He has hit from 61 in his career, so he has the leg for this. This to equal Matt Prater's record. It's a 64-yard attempt. So there you go, partner. How about that?
Oh, that was pretty cool.
That will tie the all-time record set by Matt Prater of the Broncos back in 2013.
And you know when Prater hit from 64? That was like breaking DiMaggio's streak or breaking the 4-minute mile of Bannister. Tom Dempsey, 63. That was a legendary number. So to top that here, even if it just ties the record, pretty darn awesome.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. You're down 3, under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
But boy, getting into field goal range and tying it, that's tempting.
Awfully enticing. You almost talked me into it.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Mahomes. A big play there just before halftime. 41 yards.
I think it's pretty safe to say that initially they had to be thinking about trying to get into field goal range. But after that shot right there, they've got to be thinking bigger right now.
And that was probably their thought offensively. If we hit this, great. Let's go for the end zone. If not, settle for a field goal. Looks like they can try to hit pay dirt. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
At the 34-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now here's Mahomes. Flushed out right. And he's going to keep it here. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs. First down. First and goal at the 7-yard line.
So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill as the first half is winding down. And the Chiefs are going to jump back in front. So they're able to capture the lead here just before halftime.
And not only that, they get the ball to start the second half.
That's right.
This is almost like basketball down the stretch, right, where you get the 2-for-1 situation where you're trying to get 2 shots to your opponent's 1. In this situation, they got the touchdown. They'll get another shot at to start the second half.
Could be a big turnaround.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
We got 4. We got 4.
Jackson steps away to his left. He'll run it, and he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one, picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Now Justin Tucker. He has hit from 61 in his career, so he has the leg for this. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And some room to work. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. That'll go down as a 99-yard kick return. And the Ravens have once again taken the lead.
We've sat in a lot of meetings, and they always talk about the offense taking advantage of beginning a half. Well, special teams coaches don't listen to that. They want to take advantage with their own unit, and they just did.
Yeah, they trailed in the locker rooms, and they changed that immediately.
I think they drew that one up special. That felt like something he pulled out of his pocket that he'd been holding for a while, and they were able to use it effectively.
Stand up in. Hey, alert. Mike's 50. I know he ain't got it. Hey, check 20.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. And, of course, on the two-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. He is going to find Hill here. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And his throw here's incomplete. The Pro Bowler Tyreek Hill, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Well, let's see, he was 8 of 13 prior to that pass, now 8 of 14, Charles.
Yeah, that's not horrible, but he's been under a ton of pressure throughout this game, not able to stay on his spot. You know, quarterbacks talk about that all the time, being able to get in one place, set up and throw. When they make you move a little bit, oftentimes your accuracy suffers.
He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off at the 46. Gets through, and now an opening. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
Tucker with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
Let's make these babies cry.
On first down, it's Scott. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They go again with Scott. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Here's Mahomes to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down. So hang on, a big call coming on 3rd down. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
On 2nd down, it's Scott. They find some open field here.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Hey, man, watch the boot, watch the boot.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 12. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. The 20. 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
So the face mask puts them in even better shape than they were in, as they'll have a short field here on 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. Past the 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. Completes it to Hardman. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. To throw, it's Mahomes. And that is caught by Watkins for a Chief touchdown. Sammy Watkins, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead. Extra point up and through. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And there is a flag as he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. But who's this going to be against? Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
On the ground, this is Michel. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Again, it's Michel. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. We're back now in KC. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the 4th. They'll try and run for it. Here's Michel. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
And this will pin him back deep. That's going to kick out of bounds right at about the 7-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Mahomes now to throw. It's Kelsey on the ground. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. He's got a man. It's Williams. 21 yards there on 3rd down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes, and this is caught by Watkins. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. A couple of 1st downs on the drive already. As they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. And he's got this down to the 35. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. From the gun, it's Mahomes. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now Mahomes. That's caught left side by Hardman. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 18. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. An 18-yard touchdown grab as his guys are back within a single score. Sometimes those tight ends are a mismatch. They found the mismatch there.
And that's exactly why you want to drop those types of plays, because coverage is just going to go to the natural guys, the guys that make the big plays on the outside. But if you work your tight end into it, that's a tough one for a defense to handle.
Tough. They couldn't handle it. It worked out for 6. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
That's pulled in by the rookie from Notre Dame, Miles Boykin. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Forced out to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson, catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off.
Watch twins. Watch twins. Hey, 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 hey. 50. 50's a mic. 50's a mic.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And an alley to run. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Michel. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. On 2nd down, it's Hill. Room here to run. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. I'm assuming they're keeping this football on the ground, right?
I would think so, because you're looking at the clock. That's in your favor. You look at the geography of the field, right? Where you are, that's in your favor as well. Keep it on the ground. Keep pounding. Run that.
Oh, no, he lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Lamar Jackson's going to throw it. Flush to his right. He's going to and he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson with touchdown number 7 on the year as the Ravens push further out in front.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive, that culminating touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
The drop to throw, escaping the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movements. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. And this is going to double their room to maneuver, able to get it from the 5 to the 10-yard line. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Ingram again. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Ravens.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Baltimore, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, they will fall to a similar mark at 1-2. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to take on the Lions. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.